Good afternoon YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Bedford Park and I always say, you know, oh, today is something different. Well, today is something different again. That's a good one! It's a truck day, but we have a special guest, Jimmy Broadbent. Some of you probably know him. If you don't know him, check him out. He is, well, I want to say fascinated. I mean, he did say he was interested in the car, but yeah, I want to think he is. So I want him to drive the car because not only he's a professional driver, I mean by professional, I mean he races for Praga. I mean, you remember that video that I did? So he gotta be professional. So I want him to drive it and give me sort of his honest input on how well I build a race car, quote unquote. So yeah, it's just going to be sort of a simple track day. So he's doing his own video and I'll maybe leave a link or whatever, a little review of the car, what I've done and stuff, and then he's gonna go and drive it. Probably I'll take him out first just to show him sort of how it behaves, and then we'll swap seats. So I'm mostly excited about that. Yeah, the weather is nice, the car is all warmed up and everything. I actually already got black flagged. My fault entirely, overshot in the braking zone, didn't want to lock up. I mean, Bedford, there is so much runoff, so it's a lot easier to just sort of like go a little bit wide. But yeah, they didn't like it. And obviously no timing allowed. I had my Garmin in a thing. It was switched off, but they said if we see it switched on, you're coming off. So I'll just completely took it off. So we'll probably put different GoPros. So yeah.
Good. So is it going?
Yeah.
That one going as well, yeah?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3.
Ah, that's why.
This is what happens when you invite a short man along, dude.
Can we put it under your feet?
Yeah, put it on now.
Yeah.
I know, that's comfy. This is comfort.
Yeah? Oh fucking hell, I'm hot already.
I know, mate. It's warm here. One downside to the balaclava, you get warm.
It's definitely downside to fucking any race car. They get warm. But what I have is, sorry, you don't have that.
Yeah, helmet fan.
And in the seat there is a fan, so the seat gets cooling.
Oh, that's no fair, man.
Do you have that in your Praga? No. Exactly. right, so we just had first passenger lap to. Actually, I think it's probably the first passenger after we've done all this work. And what do you think, Jimmy?
It was really good, like in the nicest way possible. It was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be, especially in the corners. Like in the mid-speed corners, it really darts around really nicely. I thought it'd be quite sketchy at the back, because front wheel drive, but no, it's planted. Even at the pits, first couple of laps, it felt quite nice. So, and then the power down the straight was, it felt similar to being in the Praga down the straight.
You hear this? Similar in a Praga. I mean, come on, well, same engine, really.
Yeah, you got more power than me, so.
Well, on the straights a little bit, but I'm so much heavier. With two of us, that's probably like 1,200 kilograms. Praga is what, 700?
Yeah, with me in it, it's about 700 something kilos. So.
Jesus Christ! Of course, no wonder they go like stink.
But yeah, really fun. Really enjoyed it. Looking forward to driving now. Although I'm slightly concerned about how short I am, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, Jimmy is slightly less tall than me, and obviously this car was built with me around it, so the seat is a little bit too far back. He reaches the pedals, but I mean, I'm not going to go into details, but yeah, I think we're going to put a booster seat and should be fine. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to having a passenger ride. You know what? This is probably my first time I'm going to have a passenger ride in this car. I'm actually quite excited and scared at the same time.
We made it. Oh, you got a mate in it?
Huh?
You got a mate in it? Novichok Spider.
Oh, leave him. He lives here. He has tenancy agreement.
Oh, he's never very good there. Oh, that's a fly. Oh, well, be careful.
You know what I just thought? Because of those pillows, you will not be able to feel the cooling effect of the seat. But you can have the helmet fan.
But we also get to live. we also get to go around and not.
Yeah. Well, at least you're touching the pedals now. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Ready to go?
Oh, the belt's all different now. The belt is all different now because I'm further forward. Yeah, I'm definitely a bit far back still, but all. Oh yeah, I got your lovely gloves.
I know. Press that thing.
Thank you.
That's it.
Are you ready?
I think so. So, Jimmy, what do you think?
I'm pretty surprised. It handles really nice. I mean, we were only kind of really cruising around then. I don't really know where the circuit goes still, so I'm still sort of guessing. But yeah, it pulled really nice. You know, in the slow speed corners where I thought would be the weakest, it was actually really strong, and you could just sort of throw the car in and it was just, yeah, okay, deal with it. And you know, we're running, I think, on one of the lower maps. So
yeah, we're running just under 15 psi boost, so 13-14 psi boost. It would go to 24. So I would estimate it's probably around 350, maybe a bit less power, just to get used to it. I'm not like baby nannying him. I'll let Jimmy sort of turn up the boost for the next one.
No, I mean, I don't mind. I think I prefer that because it's nice to go out there and do that and to see where we have speed over everything, pretty much. There's not anything out there that's quicker than this that I can see. And I said we were cruising, so looking forward to going quick.
And before, when Jimmy was my passenger, you know, he was like, oh, it's fast and this and that, and I'm a bit like, come on, it's not that fast. I mean, it's just a Clio, really. But sitting in the passenger side, I can actually feel it's different. It's totally different. The way it handles, accelerates, brakes, because obviously you get used to the car, and I'm used to the car by now already. And it felt so much different from the passenger seat. It actually felt fast, and exactly what you described. It felt like, you know, you're changing the directions and corners. You're like, woo, and it's there already. Or the brakes, I felt like, oh, come on, Jimmy, brake. But no, the brakes are perfect. So
you can really hit those brakes as well. Like, I mean, I was sort of road car braking a bit doing this, but they do respond when you like. So I think a bit more of that, and I reckon they'll be a good. Obviously, we can't time today, but I think there'll be a pretty good lap time in this around here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm running XP12 Carbotax, and I found they're absolutely the best. I mean, I haven't tried all of the pads in the world, obviously, but XP12 is absolutely perfect. I mean, especially when they sort of get on heat, and they last well as well. So
you should sponsor them.
Yeah, come on, Carbotax. I mean, yeah.
There's room on the car, there's room in the back there. Got some room on the stickers in the back. Easy.
Fantastic. So yeah, I think I was actually running out of petrol a little bit. I mean, I knew it was quite low. So we're gonna put some petrol in, and actually it's lunchtime, so we're gonna just sit around in our lovely setup. Actually, didn't show you. Look at this, guys. Proper professional enterprise. Look, the flag and everything. 4 chairs and empty table and no pit girls. I mean, we have to do something about that.
I can stand in. You know?
I mean, yeah, we'll get dancing you on those pink tires over there. So yeah, I think it's lunchtime anyway, so we're just gonna chill, rest, and then yeah, go out and have a bit more fun. Oh yeah, plenty of battery and everything. Alright, so 2 cameras running. Let's see.
moments later.
So it was basically doing the same thing, like it was low on petrol.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because look, right now it says 100.
Yeah, no, I'm not touching it right now. All good. Just doing a couple of tweaks, and we'll go back out for some more goodness. Yeah, really fun. It's the car gets up to temperature really quickly. Definitely a time attack car, you know, in that regard. So might turn the boost up a bit more fun. But yeah, enjoying it. It's quite fun, sort of.
All right, so Eddie is doing his thing. Jimmy is doing his thing. Why? Well, because race cars do break. It's not his fault. We did joke about it, that I'm getting my camera out to blame him for everything. It was fucking him. Hey. What? But yeah, effectively what happened, the throttle position sensor that Eddie fixed last time basically got buggered. I was planning to change it, but the reason why I didn't change it is because I have electronic throttle body. They're supposed to go in when the sequential gets... It's all complicated, but yeah, 5-minute job. He'll just solder it right back out and we'll send this guy out again. I think he had fun.
Yeah.
He basically said that it was totally different from not having 90 kilos ballast as me inside.
Yeah, it felt a lot more rotatey is the official term.
Yeah, yeah.
But
rotatey.
looking forward to going out and actually like smashing some laps in now.
And he had a little bit more boost, so. Yeah, it's warm. So I think day went really well. It basically drove back here by itself, and I'm pretty sure we'll drive back on a trailer. Jimmy had a right crack with it and broke it a little bit. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's just one of those things. All right, in few words or less.
I'm going to take that so I can pretend to be better. I'd say quicker than I thought. Good in corners. Wait, that's syllables. Right. What's that? So that's 7. So, but yeah, honestly, it was really fun to drive. It's my first time driving like a proper, actual, fast front-wheel drive car. So I was a bit nervous about like, oh, okay, is it going to be any different? But as soon as you get out there, like it communicates to you what it wants, what it needs. Like if it's understeering, you know very quickly. You know, if it's oversteering, you know very quickly. And the way it comes on power, you know, for a it's a pretty chunky turbo on there still. It's not a small turbo.
It's the smallest G25 550, so it's the smallest one they make.
It still looks bigger than what I've got on my cars. You know, it spooled really quickly. Like you just touch the throttle straight away. So I think you've made a bit of a beast here, and I'm kind of interested to see where you go next.
Well, I think you know the plans next. I'll actually off the camera, because obviously off the camera, I mean, I haven't revealed the final sort of phase 4 plan of this. Few people know, and I'll tell Jimmy, and I think he would be actually pretty excited to hear those. Yeah, I've lost the train of thought. I just had. What was the plan going forward? Yeah, the plan. Yeah, the plan. I'll tell Jimmy later on. Yeah, really enjoyed you driving it, and actually really enjoyed, I think I probably mentioned it before, really enjoyed being a passenger, because you experience it totally different. All this sort of G-forces, left to right, braking, acceleration, you feel it totally different. When you're there, it feels like, yeah, it's fast, I mean, I know what you're doing, but when you're there, you're like, oh my god, you know, it's a totally different animal. So really enjoyed that. Also really wanted to ask you, what do you think you would do differently, or you would improve on?
What would I improve on? I mean, that's a good question. I'd say that, like,
say seat sliders.
Oh, yeah. Something for short people. All right. I think that there's nothing big to highlight. I think it brakes really well. It stops really well. It goes really well. The only thing that, like, I maybe would think about is making the car a bit more usable, like in the lower gears, like. But maybe it's like a boost by gear thing. I know it's front wheel drive, like, and this is just me, my very brief experience of driving front wheel drive cars. Please don't take it as gospel, but like, you notice, like, coming out of hairpins, you're like in third gear, and it's like, you know, you've got 2 more gears there. I know it's just a gearbox how it is, but it feels like there's a lot to still to use there. But honestly, like, that's me trying to find something to pick a hole in. So like, I think it's yeah, you've made something really special, and thank you for letting me drive it. I know it's your baby, so I appreciate you letting me have a go.
Pleasure. And just quickly to answer this sort of boost by gear, when the sequential is coming, that's basically the plan, because obviously sequential knows which gear you're in, so it's a lot easier to tell ECU, right, first gear, give it this much boost, second gear, give it this much boost, because right now I just have a rotary switch, which is brilliant if it's sort of slightly wet, you turn it down, or if you let somebody new to drive it, you sort of like, for the first few laps we had it all the way down, or, you know, but yeah, boost by gears is definitely something that is gonna be happening with the car anyways. All right guys, I'm gonna end this one here. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you want to buy a t-shirt, you know where to find it. And I mean, I think, like, I'm almost obliged. It's not like he needs any, but please go and check out Jimmy Broadbent. And if you're into sim racing, he's actually really good. Actually, honestly, I've seen a few videos and you are really good sim racing. So I'm not, I mean, give credit where credit is due. So yeah, if you're into sim racing, check him out. And also, yeah, he's building a really sick Mazda.
Very slowly.
Very slowly. So he's gonna compete with me, hopefully in the same class next year in time attack. So thank you guys.